Stop scrolling. This isn't just another story, it's a warning. If you ever receive a mysterious invitation, think twice before accepting. This tale might just save your life. Listen closely. It began with an envelope slipped under my door. No return address, just my name in elegant script. Inside, a single card reading, "You're invited." No details, no date, just those 2 words. Curiosity piqued, I searched for clues. No one else in my building received one. Neighbors were clueless. I felt singled out, chosen. The next day, another envelope appeared. This time, it contained a location, the garden. Still no date or time, just the garden. I scoured the city for any place called the garden. Nothing matched. Online searches led nowhere. It felt like a dead end. That night, a whisper echoed in my apartment. "Come to the garden." I froze. Was someone in my home? I checked every room. Nothing. Sleep eluded me. The whisper repeated, growing louder each time. "Come to the garden." It wasn't a suggestion, it was a command. I knew I had to find it. The next morning, I found muddy footprints on my kitchen floor. I live alone. No pets. No open windows. The front door was still locked. I stood there, staring at the prints. They led from the door to the hallway, then vanished. Not faded, not smeared, just gone. That same day, I received a 3rd envelope. This one smelled faintly like earth, fresh soil. It said, "Sunset. Tonight." No more details. My hands shook. Something about it felt final, like I was being expected, like someone, or something, was getting impatient. As the sun began to set, I felt pulled. I didn't remember dressing, grabbing keys, or locking up, but I found myself walking. The streets looked unfamiliar. Time blurred. I wasn't guiding myself. It felt like something else was steering my steps from deep inside me. Then I saw it. Behind a rusted gate, overgrown with ivy, was a garden I'd never seen before. It shouldn't exist here, in the middle of a parking lot. But there it was. Fences made of twisted branches, flowers breathing, and the gate, already open, waiting for me. I stepped inside. Instantly, the air changed. Warmer, heavier. The scent of wet moss, decaying wood, and something sweet filled my nose. The sounds of the city vanished. No cars, no voices, just wind through trees and something like humming. Low, constant humming. The deeper I walked, the stranger it got. Statues lined the path, stone figures frozen mid-scream. Each had eyes wide with terror. One looked like my neighbor, another looked like me. My stomach twisted. I kept walking, like I was no longer in control at all. At the center was a clearing with a stone table. A single chair faced it. On the table, a bowl filled with black liquid. My name was carved into the rim. I didn't want to sit, but my legs moved anyway. I sat. The bowl pulsed once, like it was alive, and breathing. The moment I sat, the air grew colder. The plants stopped moving. The humming ceased. Silence hit so hard, my ears rang. Then, a voice, not loud, not human, slithered from the bowl. "Drink." I tried to stand. My body refused. I was locked in place, trembling. I stared into the bowl. The liquid wasn't just black, it absorbed light. No reflection, no depth, just emptiness. The voice came again. "Drink, or be taken." My hands moved on their own. I cupped the bowl, brought it to my lips, heart pounding like a war drum. The taste was wrong. Like old blood, metal, and dirt. My vision shattered. I saw flickers, dozens of people, all sitting here before me, screaming, melting, turning into roots. The garden grew from them. I dropped the bowl. It hit the ground. Nothing spilled. The bowl vanished, just disappeared. The chair creaked beneath me, and I felt vines wrap around my ankles. I kicked, but they tightened. My name echoed through the garden. Once, twice, then hundreds of times. Different voices. Some sounded like family. A figure stepped into the clearing. Tall, wrapped in vines. No face, no eyes, but I knew it was looking straight at me. "You accepted the invitation," it said. "Now you must stay." I screamed. No sound came out. My voice was already part of the garden. I fought to move, managed to fall from the chair. The vines loosened, just enough. I crawled. No path behind me, only more forest, more roots. The statues watched. Their stone eyes moved. Tears carved into their cheeks. Every one of them had been invited too. Something chased me. I never saw it, only heard breathing. Heavy, Fast. Right behind me. I ran until I burst from the trees back into the city. But the street was wrong. My apartment wasn't there. Just silence. I checked my phone. No signal. No time. No date. I wandered through the empty streets. Every building was unfamiliar. Lights flickered, but no one was inside. Not a single sound. No traffic. No wind. Nothing. I screamed just to hear something. My voice echoed back like it came from miles underground. I found a mirror leaning against a wall. My reflection blinked twice, then stopped copying me. It stared, unmoving, as I stepped back. Its mouth opened, slowly. Words formed that I couldn't hear, but I felt them in my spine. You never left the garden. I turned and ran. That's when I saw it, my apartment door. Just the door, freestanding in an alley. Same number, same scratches. It shouldn't be there, but I didn't hesitate. I grabbed the knob. It was warm, beating, like a heart. Still, I pulled it open. Inside was my living room, exactly how I left it. But wrong. Too still, too quiet. A bowl sat on my coffee table. Same black liquid, my name freshly carved into the rim. I backed away, heart racing. A voice whispered behind me, "Second chances don't exist." I spun around, nothing. But I wasn't alone. The shadows were thicker than they should have been. One of them moved against the wall, slow and tall. It peeled itself free and stepped toward me. "The invitation never ends," it said, voice like snapping wood. I ran to my bedroom, slammed the door. It locked without me touching it. I turned, my bed was gone. In its place was the stone chair. Vines curled around its legs, dripping black liquid. The air smelled like earth again. I wasn't home. I never had been. Now I'm trapped. Lights flicker randomly. The bowl appears in different rooms. Sometimes, I hear footsteps behind me. Never see anyone. I write this hoping someone reads it. If you get an invitation, burn it. Don't look back. And never, ever say yes. I tried smashing the bowl. First with my fists, then a chair. It wouldn't crack. It didn't even move. Just sat there, pulsing gently like it was breathing. When I turned away, it appeared again, closer. No matter what I did, it always came back, watching me. The shadows in the apartment grew darker by the hour. They whispered, not words, just feelings. Regret, hunger, recognition. One night, I looked into a mirror and saw vines crawling under my skin, twitching. They were inside me, and they were growing. I stopped eating, couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw the garden. I could hear it calling, always calling. My phone showed a single message, looping every hour. You are blooming. No sender, no way to block. I threw the phone. It reappeared. Then, the dreams changed. I wasn't just in the garden. I was the garden. I could feel the roots beneath the soil, taste the memories of those buried there. People from centuries ago, all of them invited, all of them accepted, all of them still alive. One morning, I woke up standing in the shower, fully clothed, mud on my hands, leaves in my mouth. The drain was clogged with black petals. My reflection smiled without me. My teeth were sharper, my eyes green, not the color, the shape, like leaves. I tried to call my mom. She answered, but didn't speak, just breathing. Then the line went dead. When I called again, I heard myself answer. My voice said, "We're waiting for you." I smashed the phone. The dial tone came from inside the walls afterward. Every exit vanished. Doors looped back into each other. Windows showed trees instead of streets. I haven't seen another person in days, maybe years. The bowl waits in every room. And every time I look into it, I see someone else about to drink. You. Sometimes I see you. Through the bowl. Watching. Listening. Thinking this is just a story. But I see your room. Your phone. Your light flickering. You think you're safe because it's not real. That's what I thought too, before the invitation reached me. I started hearing scratching from under the floor. It sounded like nails. Or roots. Then the walls began to breathe. At night, they expand and contract like lungs. I try to scream, but the house swallows sound now. It's learning to live and feed. The statues speak in dreams. They tell me who's next. Sometimes they whisper names. Sometimes addresses. One night, they showed me your face. I begged them not to. But once the garden chooses, it doesn't stop. The invitation has already been sent. I tore the wallpaper down and found vines behind it. Fresh, wet, pulsing. They move when I don't look. I tried to light them on fire. They laughed. The sound came from inside my head. I saw petals blooming from my arms that night. They closed when I screamed. A door appeared in my hallway. Just a frame, freestanding, filled with pitch black. I watched it for hours. Nothing moved until I blinked. Then it was closer. I blinked again. Closer. It took all my strength to shut my eyes and not open them again. I dream of dirt in my lungs, of roots wrapping my spine. I wake up coughing up leaves. I tried tearing them out once. My fingers came back bloody, holding nothing. My mouth always tastes like soil now, like I've already been planted. And I'm sprouting. If this story is reaching you, it means you're close. The garden is near. Maybe in your alley, your park, your dreams. You might have already passed the gate without knowing. If you hear humming tonight, don't follow it. Don't look back. Don't listen. Last night, the chair returned. Right in the middle of my kitchen, vines wrapped around its legs, petals open like mouths. On the seat, another bowl. But this time, it wasn't black. It was silver. And inside it, I saw your reflection instead of mine. I tried to cover the mirrors. They shattered on their own. Every shard whispered something different. She's next. He already drank. The garden is growing. My ears bled. My hands won't stop shaking. I think I'm turning into one of them. Sometimes, I hear knocking from inside the walls. Not fists, branches. Scraping. Searching. I sleep with the lights on, but they flicker out at midnight sharp. That's when I hear it breathing behind me. It never touches. It just watches me forget. I found a journal that wasn't mine, full of entries in my handwriting. Pages and pages describing things I hadn't done yet. One of them said, "Warn the next one." Another said, "The garden hates silence." I started reading aloud. The vines recoiled. For now, that's what's keeping it away, noise. I hum constantly. Clap. Talk to myself. Type. The second it's quiet, the garden pushes through the cracks again. It grows in silence, thrives in stillness. So if you're listening, don't stop. Not ever. You probably think you can just ignore it, that it's just a creepy story, but you've already heard too much. The bowl remembers your name now. It's listening through your screen. The more you think about it, the closer it gets. It only needs the silence. If you wake up tonight and find dirt on your floor, petals in your sink, or an envelope with no return address, don't open it. Don't read it. Burn it. Smash your screen if you have to. Whatever you do, don't drink. And never, ever sit in that chair. I haven't heard from you yet. Maybe you're already gone. Maybe you saw the bowl, or the chair, or the vines in your dreams. Maybe the garden's roots are already creeping into your home, waiting for the moment you forget to lock the door. But if you're still here, still listening, there's one thing I can tell you. The garden doesn't need an invitation anymore. It knows your name. It's already made its choice. And soon, you'll start hearing its humming, the one that never stops. So listen closely. If you ever find a mysterious envelope, a strange garden, or a chair that calls to you, run. Don't walk. Don't look back. Because once you sit, once you drink, once you accept, you become part of something that never lets go. Maybe it's already too late for you. Maybe you'll hear whispers in your sleep tonight. Maybe when you wake up, there'll be flowers in your room. Maybe you'll start feeling the ground shift beneath you, like something's trying to pull you under. If you see the garden, it's not a place. It's not even real. It's an invitation. And once it chooses you, you'll never leave. The garden's roots are everywhere. They're in your walls. They're in your skin. And soon, they'll be in your thoughts. I hope you understand now. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to save you. But if you ignore this, if you keep thinking it's just another story, you'll never escape. The garden has already chosen. You just don't know it yet. I don't know what happens after. No one ever comes back. But I can hear it now. The humming is louder. The chair is waiting. It's not finished with me yet. But if you're reading this, if you're hearing this, there's still a chance. The garden's watching. Be careful. So what did you think of this story? Was it as creepy as it sounds? Or did it get to you in ways you didn't expect? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to hear more, tell me what kind of story you'd like to see next. Stay safe, and remember, never accept an invitation you didn't ask for.